To part 2 of our review where we talk about bad stuff.
It was rubbish. It was wicked. It was very hard to find bad stuff.
Yeah, we had to write them down. Dumbledore! Oh my god! I thought they'd learn after the other 2 films, but no! They continue to make him a flying lunatic. He jumps down the stairs into Lorne's bit. And then he goes, haven't you all got studying to do?
That's not Dumbledore. Dumbledore wouldn't push Harry in a cupboard. Dumbledore wouldn't run around. He wouldn't say, Brian, Dumbledore. Oh, yeah. Oh, and then the skipping, and then the yelling, and then I cared about you.
And he didn't wear his glasses either.
You care about Harry because you haven't talked to him all the way through the film, and then to turn around and say you actually care about him. It's like,
they didn't explain that. Well, they did, but I think it should have been more powerful because in the book that was like, wow. Like, he was just so angry, and like, even in the Voldemort and Dumbledore fight, he looked scared of Voldemort, and the thing I respect about Dumbledore the most was that he never looked scared, and he looked terrified. And I was like, what are you doing?
When Harry was like half dead on the floor, he just walked up to him and was like,
he just stared at him.
He's like, well, you know, Voldemort's kind of standing over him with a wand. Harry hasn't got a wand. Why are you just watching? Dumbledore wouldn't do that.
Mrs. Fig. I didn't like her.
How does she get the part? I'm sorry, when she like walks down after the Dementors, looks at Harry for about 3 hours and then says, don't put away your wand, Harry.
She had very big facial expressions.
I know, but she was like, it was like she waited about 3 hours before she said her next line, and the way she said her next line didn't fit with the whole scene, and it was like, you're an actress? Really?
That reminds me of Emma Watson in The Great Hall. It means the Ministry is interfering at Hogwarts. It's like she's having a massive spasm in her eyebrows. She's losing the plot, girl.
Ministry.
Oh, in the photograph, Lily noticed this most. But Lily, she was pregnant, but Alice Longbottom was not.
Did anyone else see Remus Lupin with his long hair and like 70s moustache? Remus Lupin was actually okay in this film, I could cope with him. But that was funny.
Dudley's voice at the beginning was weird.
Where's your mum and dad? He looked like he had like a puppet on his arm that he was like trying not to make his mouth for.
And it was a bit, when he was inside with the bucket, and you know, like he zooms in and his eyes are like kind of offside, and then it switches to the next scene and he's just staring down. I thought the editing was a bit weird there.
Something happened with Bellatrix as well. In one scene she's got Neville like this, and then like a split second afterwards she's like,
yeah, I noticed that. The Marauder scene.
I think they should have left it out. I thought it was so rubbish. I love Robbie Jarvis. Robbie Jarvis was like a god. He was the only good thing. And I like how they made you feel sorry for Snape, but they didn't. Like, Harry must have been upset about seeing his dad being a complete arsehole, but he just like walked out and was like, oh.
Yeah, and the weird thing was, the whole point of that chapter pretty much was because of Lily Evans, and they didn't even show her, which kind of made the whole thing pointless.
And still no one knows what James Utechin looks like.
You could see him, but it was only for like, it was less than 1 second probably. It was just like,
not long enough to see what he looks like.
You know, about the death is that I could do kind of like it in the book. I wanted it close to the book, but I guess the whole explanation thing would have gone on for that. Trying to explain, oh, he fell through a curtain, he's dead. You know, they had to try and make that fast.
He didn't die quick enough though. He just kind of stood there. I liked the way he looked at Harry and Harry looked at him. That was good. Yeah. But he was kind of still moving even when he'd been hit. He was like,
hello, what could I with you?
I didn't like the way he said nice one James to Harry, because it completely undermines their relationship. He makes it seem like Sirius is only with Harry because he looks like James. It's completely unfair because he actually loves him.
Yeah, that was really shocking when he said that. I was like, oh my god, the last thing you say to him is that, and it's not even to him. Creature. I could have killed that house elf. It was awful. The other video where everyone said that she looked like Gollum, that's what we think of Creature, because he talks so much and he just rambles. I just imagined him kind of Gollum style, but no, he sounds like an old man, and I just couldn't relate the voice with what I was seeing. It was just all wrong. He sounded like he's about to die.
Where was Regulus Black? They could have put it on the wall. And I was thinking, you know when Harry goes up the stairs and you've got all the cabinets with like skulls and stuff, how hard would it have been to put the locket in there? And they could have easily put Regulus and they could have mentioned Sirius had a brother, because they completely messed that up now for the last film. It's not going to be very good.
They messed up quite a lot.
Oh, I don't know who's never read the books, it's going to be like...
They also missed out the Quidditch with Weasley's Our King. I absolutely love that. So that's our big rant about the problem with the film.
But that's like very minuscule compared to the fact that we love it.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot, but really it wasn't compared, because we just absolutely love the film.
But then if you'd watched it, you'd know.
Indeed.
watching you, you know.
Okay, that's goodbye from me, Cesar.
And me, Bellatrix.
Bye.
And I'm not like Gollum. For the love of God!